Rohin Data. Tank Dragoni. Albert Gallo. Gabe Hackman. Kyle Inkalingo. Xander Lutz. Joe McCann. Brian and Evan Medro. Jonathan Pinkstone.
Yes, sir!
Mitch Demler.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to the Fran Nick Memorial Field. David Spansky with you here on this beautiful Thursday afternoon here for senior night. It is Ultimate Frisbee. You are going to be joining me on my first ever journey. It's my maiden voyage through Ultimate Frisbee. I have taken all the crash courses, all the 101s that I possibly could. I've talked to players, I've talked to coaches, and we'll see how this game goes. But it is the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds taking on the visiting Pennsbury West, not North, not East, not South, but West High School. Today, I've heard that Holy Ghost Prep, well, based off of the record, is very good, so that's an exciting thing to see. It is senior day, as I already shortly mentioned here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. We've celebrated baseball senior day. We've celebrated lacrosse senior day. We've even celebrated basketball senior day. And we're excited to bring to you Ultimate Frisbee Senior Day. Congratulations to all the seniors. And we should have a fun one on tap for you next. Again, it's the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds taking on the visiting Pennsbury West High School. And we'll be back right here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, welcome back here. David Spansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. And this is the last regular season game of any sport throughout the rest of the 2020, the amazing, interesting, well, not amazing, but the interesting year, I should say. It wasn't amazing, but the 2020 and 2021 school year, the last regular season game, not just home game, the last regular season game. And the next game we'll have coming for you, which could be my last one of the season, would be on Tuesday, and it will be against Lower Moreland. It's the Varsity Baseball Playoff. So we'll see what happens. We'll have a proper send-off in that one. It's been an amazing season. Matt, my producer, with me here today as we're beginning to wrap up the regular season schedule. Again, on Tuesday will be the next game here on the YouTube channel, and it will be the Varsity Firebirds baseball team taking on Lower Moreland in the first round of the playoff game. And we'll have that game for you on Tuesday. I believe first pitch is scheduled for 4 o'clock. But today, we have Ultimate Frisbee, and that's the important thing. So I'm going to go over what Ultimate Frisbee is, because I have a feeling that a lot of people at home may not exactly know what Ultimate Frisbee is if you're watching this for the first time, because I'm going to be honest, that was myself. I did not know Ultimate Frisbee until, well, about 15 minutes ago. So I'm going to explain to you what I learned throughout the basic 101 for, well, you get what I'm going at here. But so pretty much, the team will start with a disc. There are players that are called holders, and they are pretty much like the quarterbacks in football. And they will throw the disc to their players. Now, you cannot run while you have the disc Frisbee in your hand. Players will run downfield, your teammates, and you'll try to catch it. The Frisbee is turned over to the other team when either A, the disc is dropped on the grass, B, it is intercepted by the other team, or C, it is in the pylons. It is a score. I will not call it a touchdown, Matthew, because I have firmly heard it is not a touchdown. And again, the Firebirds are in the home whites, which is great. Pennsbury is in the striped shirts that somebody said to me they kind of look like jail uniforms. And it's kind of the truth, because they're bright orange. You have to give it. They were not my words, but they were the words of somebody else. But it is similar to jail uniforms with the bright orange and the black. But again, Pennsbury West High School taking on the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream as we're about set here. Another crazy thing about Ultimate Frisbee is that there are no referees. There are fouls, and fouls are just called by the players or the team themselves, and you can contest if you think that was a foul or not, but there are no referees, so it is self-reffed. The other thing about this, too, is that Pennsbury does not have an official roster, either on their website or in person, so I will use the Pennsbury jerseys or the players as in their numbers, or by their numbers, I should say, and Holy Ghost Prep, I, of course, have the numbers. So it's going to be an interesting one. Again, my maiden voyage. Hopefully you stick around for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The live chat is active here on the YouTube channel, and you can take advantage of that. Again, it's senior day here on the campus, and it's an amazing senior day. It's a beautiful day. We're in the mid-80s. It is a hot. It is a humid one. It is the beginning of summer weather, I guess you could say, Matt. Matt, my producer, asked, do you like the summer, Matt? Do you want to give an answer to the people?
Maybe.
Sure, maybe. All right, good enough. But yeah, really excited to be here for this one. Again, the last regular season contest. I do want to clear something up here on the YouTube channel. Yesterday we had baseball scheduled, but just due to the way that circumstances worked out, we were not able to live stream that game. So that is why it was up on the YouTube channel as a game that was going to be streamed, but we unfortunately at the last moment had to cancel the streaming. But I can tell you that the Firebirds did defeat Council Rock South by a final score of 7-5. Again, the baseball team going to the playoffs, the varsity team on Tuesday against Lower Moreland. And that may be the last game of the entire season. I'll be out of a job for my junior year, but senior year we'll kick it all back up again. Excited for the basketball season, and we'll kind of talk about in terms of farewell with me and Matt here on the channel in terms of live streams tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Tuesday, because who knows what will happen on Tuesday. Hopefully the Firebirds win, but again, that's another day. We got a couple more days to that, got to get past the weekend and all that, but this is the game that we're watching today. The Firebirds taking on Pennsbury West High School right here on the HolyGhostPrep YouTube channel here on the senior day. Again, the Firebirds are in the away white uniforms with the navy jerseys on the back. Pennsbury is in the kind of the black jerseys with the white numbers and the orange stripes, the bright orange stripes running up and down the pants and running across the shirt. So there's also no scoreboard for this. The scoreboard is across at a little tiny scorer's table, so I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date with that. The captain for the Firebirds is Mr. Hackman. He'll be number 29 today for HolyGhostPrep. And again, welcome aboard my maiden voyage here in Ultimate Frisbee. I've commentated baseball, basketball, hockey, lacrosse. I think that's the sports. And now Ultimate Frisbee. So it looks like we're just about seconds from getting started here on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. This senior day here on a hot May afternoon, coming up on my birthday in a few days. So it's the weather's getting nicer. It's always good to see that. Pretty good crowd on tap here for senior day too. Some students, some seniors that do not play on the team, but also a good amount of spectators as well. So it looks like we're about to get started. Again, I will not have Pennsbury's names. I do have their numbers based on their jersey, so I'll try to keep you updated with that. And then, of course, I do have the roster for HolyGhostPrep, of course. So I just wanted to keep everybody in mind with that if I don't call Pennsbury players by their names, it's just truly because the other team did not have a printable roster or a roster online. So that's just the simple answer to that. I also want to bring up the lacrosse team. We'll kind of circle around all sports today. The lacrosse team, their season ended last night. The varsity team, they did lose to Bishop Sheridan? Is that high school? Bishop Sheridan, I believe.
Oh,
Shanahan, that's it. I couldn't get it off my tongue. Bishop Shanahan. The Firebirds did lose that game last night in their playoff game, but congratulations to an amazing season with amazing accomplishments. And I know that it didn't end the way that we liked it, and the Firebirds weren't as high of a seed as they would have liked in lacrosse, but it was a fun season to watch. My first season in lacrosse, so I enjoyed it very much. The JV baseball team wrapping up. I was talking to Tyler Muller. He wanted to give me a shout out. One of my friends on the JV teams wanted me to give him a shout out. But the main reason I did is they're wrapping up their varsity or their JV game, which also ends their season today. But we're off here on Ultimate Frisbee Senior Night, and the disc is dropped as the Firebirds will begin action here, and now they're disking it closer to midfield. So again, the pylons are what they're reaching for. It's a score, not a touchdown, and HolyGhostPrep now driving with the disc as it was dropped there shortly by number 19, Dragoni. And now Pennsbury will pick up the disc. Pennsbury with it, number 6, inbounds it to number 41. 41 fakes the pass around the defense and gets it back to number 6, who is being guarded right now by the Firebirds defense. Pennsbury is starting pretty far downfield here for this possession. Picking it up now, keeping it going. Again, if the disc does hit the ground or is intercepted or the other team does score, that's how it is turned over. The Firebirds there drop the disc, which is why it was turned over to Pennsbury. Pennsbury still with it right now, number 6 with the disc for Pennsbury in the black jerseys with the orange stripes across. They pass back just a little bit closer to midfield. And now Pennsbury, not being super aggressive here early on. Good defense by Coach Krosky's Firebirds. Now they go deep towards the end zone. It is caught and in for a Pennsbury score. So it's 1-0 Pennsbury. Yeah, deep pass down there on the left side of the pylons, and it just sneaks right in. Good pass. Pretty much wide open there was the Pennsbury player, and they score it pretty easily without too much defense there. 1-0 Pennsbury. So I heard that usually we play to 15 here in Ultimate Frisbee. But I heard today that we're going to be playing to 13. I'm not sure, though, if that's the official word. It's just I've heard both, but I've heard 13 more than 15. So that's what I'm going to go with. And again, halftime, I believe today will be at 7. So there is no clock. It's just 7 where it runs out. Well, there is technically a clock, but it would take a while for that clock to expire. So pretty much 7 should be halftime today. Again, just trying to learn the rules. It is my first game of Ultimate Frisbee, commentating it and watching it. So it's an interesting one here on my maiden voyage. So the Firebirds down 1-0 here to Pennsbury West High School here on Senior Day. And Pennsbury now going to drive it, kind of like a kickoff down the other end towards the Firebirds. And now the Firebirds will start with the Frisbee there on their own end in their defensive zone, I guess you could technically say. Firebirds down 1-0 against Pennsbury West High School. As they drive, still with the disc are the Firebirds. Again, you do not want to drop it. That would turn it over to Pennsbury. Good defense right now by Pennsbury. Very good pass there on the far sideline. Not quite sure who that was by. And now they pass it downfield. Picked up by Jonathan Pinkstone. Or caught by Jonathan, I should say. Back to midfield. Firebirds still with it, close towards the end zone. They take a shot down towards the pylons and wide open, and it's caught for a HolyGhostPrep goal as they'll even up 1-1. Another wide open pass right there. I believe that was scored by either Dragoni or Braunstein. I think that was Dragoni, though. Luke, I think, getting the goal there. Not quite sure. Again, the numbers are a little bit far to see from our vantage point. But nonetheless, the Firebirds tie up Pennsbury West High School. It's now 1-1. So now the Firebirds will kick off here to Pennsbury. As it looks like there's always a little bit of time in between. I guess in between goals there is kind of this stalling period a little bit. So in the meantime, again, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the stream for Father Dan's weekly Saturday Masses. For other athletic events, we'll have the athletic celebration coming up here on the YouTube channel. We'll have other events maybe coming up on the YouTube channel. I can tell you for sure, though, that on Tuesday we will have varsity playoff baseball against Lower Moreland. As we get set for things here, David Shabansky with you here on this Thursday afternoon. It's a sunny and a hot one. It's a beautiful day, very humid, very hot. The wind is fairly light as HolyGhostPrep will kick it down, not kick it, but throw it down. It kind of like works as a kickoff towards Pennsbury West. So Pennsbury West now has it after scoring a goal on their first possession in this 1-1 game between the Firebirds and visiting Pennsbury. Pennsbury with it far in their defensive end, close towards the pylons as they're on attack here against the Firebirds, who will try to tighten up the defense after they let up that first score in fairly easy. Pennsbury now checks towards the right, rushes towards the middle as number 22 is there to pick it up for Pennsbury. They now pass back again. I do not have any names for Pennsbury, so we'll call on the numbers. Number 3 gets it now, stays back, not too far away from midfield. They pass it back, slipping there was, I believe, number 32, I believe that is. He did slip, but he was able to keep it from hitting the ground, which would have cost Pennsbury a turnover there. Pass it back towards number 35. Working backwards here, so good defense by the Firebirds in this time around. Back to number 32, who just had a good save a moment ago. 32, back across the middle. They shoot for number 3, who's been pretty active so far in this one. Now, number 3 settles things down right towards the exact midfield line. Here in this 1-1 game. Now, number 35 shoots towards midfield and gets it. 35 now does a side pass towards the right. As again, they are the handlers. Number 35, number 3, and looks like number 32 as well for Pennsbury West. Number 3 once again with the disc. Gives it back to number 35 for Pennsbury, taking their grand old time here so far in this one. 1-1 game between the Firebirds and Pennsbury West. Now number 42 for Pennsbury fakes around a Firebirds defender. Now passes up closer to midfield. They slide it down. Pretty deep pass. It may be intercepted. Firebirds fighting for it. And it's picked up there by number 38 for the Firebirds. Actually, I believe that was number 37, Joe McCann. My bad on that one. Now Firebirds pass it towards midfield. Get it off and going with speed are the Firebirds back to midfield. There's number 10, Jonathan Pinkstone, who throws it, and it was blocked up. It was not intercepted, but it was blocked up by a Pennsbury defender, and it was smacked to the ground. So we're in this 1-1 game. Pennsbury once again going to pick it up on their side of the midfield. Cross pass there is Pennsbury West with the disc here in this 1-1 game between the Firebirds and Pennsbury. Pennsbury scored on their first possession about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Firebirds scored on their second possession of the game. Pennsbury West drives, goes to midfield. Number 41 is there with the disc. Now drives back just a little bit towards his right. Again, you cannot technically move with the disc in hand. You have to throw it in order to pick up ground. Number 41 picks it up towards his right on the far right sideline towards the Pennsbury bench. Staying with it, number 41, who keeps it for Pennsbury. Back to number 38, far sideline there is Pennsbury player close towards his own bench, gives it back out close to midfield. It's number 42 for Pennsbury West is there to pick it up. Good defense here by the Firebirds as now there's a pass on the right side. It is picked up though by a Pennsbury player. Good defense there. Trying to get over. It's number 17 Braunstein for the Firebirds. Back out to number 35 for Pennsbury. Again, Pennsbury still with the disc here in this 1-1 game between the Firebirds and Pennsbury West. Pennsbury making slow ground here up the field. They get it back. Number 35 gives it off to the right. The JV team, the JV Ultimate Frisbee team, did win their game, which was previous to this one, 8-7. Pennsbury still with it here in this 1-1 game on this Thursday afternoon matinee. Pennsbury slices it towards the middle. They pick it up. Good defense, though, by the Firebirds. Pennsbury does come away with it. It was a risky pass, but picked up, and now Pennsbury really driving towards the pylons. Pennsbury pass it towards the right. It's kept alive. Pennsbury looking for the end zone. They do it. They throw it there top right, and it is picked up by, I believe, number 35, who had to deal with the defense of the Firebirds. That may have been Pinkstone who was there on defense, but the advantage went to Pennsbury due to the height, and it's now a 2-1 Pennsbury West lead. A very good pass there down right. It had a lot of air on it, but it was right to the Pennsbury West player, number 35, and he was there to pick it up at the height advantage over, that might have been Pinkstone, I believe. And Pennsbury West getting their second goal of their 3 tries down the field, 3 drives, I should say. David Transky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. This is my maiden voyage for Ultimate Frisbee. First game, it's interesting so far. I watched some of the JV game and trying to continue to learn the basics here of this sport. If you're wondering where Ultimate Frisbee mainly originates, it is mainly a West Coast thing. It is mainly a California type sport, just mainly because it's usually played in the hot weather, and it is usually all year round. Now, we do play it here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus in the fall and spring. It is, of course, more active here on the East Coast than really in the fall and the spring, of course, just due to the hotter weather in the spring, similar to the time now. And that's why the Firebirds are playing Pennsbury. In fact, they do play Pennsbury a majority of the time. The other teams they play, Matt, are Haverford and that's it. Okay, so it's either Haverford or Pennsbury. And again, that just goes to show you that Ultimate Frisbee is not too famous, I should say, on the East Coast. Not really per se famous, but not too played, not too well played in terms of the amount of teams that play. So it is interesting. You play the same teams. I think that also provides more competitiveness between the two teams, although you've seen each other a lot, because I think that each time something happened, you're trying to get revenge if you lost, and if you're the team that won, you're trying to build on that winning streak against this team. So there's some different strategy that goes into it when you're really only playing two teams. And again, Holy Ghost Prep today playing Pennsbury West, which is the main team they play, and the other one Haverford. But I think they usually play away at Haverford, and they haven't played too many games this year against Haverford, mainly against Pennsbury here on this senior day. Firebirds with the disc, close to midfield. Disc is in the hands of Braunstein on the far side, closer towards the Pennsbury bench, as it's dropped by, I believe, the pass was looking for Evan Medro. It did not get to Evan. So the Firebirds do lose possession, and Pennsbury picks it up pretty close to the end zone as they already lead 2-1 over the Firebirds here on senior day. Again, I do not have the Pennsbury players' names. I do not have a roster for them, so we're going to go off of numbers. Far side in the stripes for Pennsbury. Pass it back out towards midfield. That's number 55 to 58. 58 swerves. And nice pass there to keep it alive, to keep it from hitting the ground. Again, if it does hit the ground, it is a turnover, so Pennsbury still keeps 55 to 58. Who's being chased around by number 17. That is Braunstein. Towards the end zone. It did not get into the pylon. Now Pennsbury shoots for the end zone, and they complete the score. Number 78, I believe that was, for Pennsbury. It's now a 3-1 Pennsbury West lead. Yeah, again, really both teams struggling, and then maybe due to the hot fatigue, both teams have taken their time going down the field, especially Pennsbury, and they started with good position here. Maybe fatigued the defense a little bit, and again, a wide open shot in the end zone. Wide open pass, I should say, and Pennsbury with a 3-1 advantage over the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. So at that goal, or that score, I should say, we're going to take a timeout here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a beautiful senior day afternoon. Firebirds going to try to tie this game up. They trail 3-1 right now against Pennsbury West. We'll be right back. So welcome back here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. Firebirds with the disc here, with the Frisbee. As right now they trail 3-1 against Pennsbury West. David Shabansky with your nice pass up there to Incoligno. Picks it up for Holy Ghost. Cross towards midfield. It's picked up. Way to keep it alive there is number 44 for the Firebirds. With close to the midfield. Again, my maiden voyage. First time commentating. Ultimate Frisbee. Firebirds try to go far side. Closer towards the end zone, and the wind blew that one and sailed it over the head of a Firebird, so Pennsbury will pick it up. As Pennsbury leads this one 3-1. Again, I believe we're playing to 13 today, so halftime should be somewhere around 6 or 7 goals. Again, there's no really clock in Ultimate Frisbee. It's kind of just scoring points. Pennsbury with the ball. They drive. Now they back up. They're pretty far downfield from the end zone, and they pass it, and it goes right into the ground. So the Firebirds with it, they'll hustle to try to catch Pennsbury on their way back to guard. It's towards the end zone, and it is caught. As the Firebirds cut the deficit to 1, it's now a 3-2 game. I believe Mr. Lutz there, number 15, was there to pick it up for Holy Ghost. And it's now 3-2. Again, I believe the goal was scored by senior Alexander Lutz. Pretty sure it was him, number 15, and the Firebirds are within 1. And they made Pennsbury pay there for that mishap there. They threw right into the ground after just getting possession of the disc. And the Firebirds take full advantage. They didn't have far to go down the right side, and the pylon again wide open, and the Firebirds cut the deficit to 1 here in this 3-2 game. So what I'm noticing is that there is actually a pretty good amount of time in between goals. It's like a pause, I guess you could say. Pretty lengthy, I would say, in terms of both teams kind of getting their game plan together. Coach Krosky for the Firebirds down there on the field, helping his team get the game plan ready. It is a 3-2 lead for Pennsbury West. Firebirds, though, trying to find the equalizer here to tie this game up 3-3. Holy Ghost is one of the best teams in the state. Again, Ultimate Frisbee is not played by all schools, but it is played here at Ghost, played at Pennsbury, and also played at Haverford, which is the other common opponent for the Firebirds. I will say it is interesting, especially if you're somebody who, kind of likes mainly fast-paced sports. Again, there's no refs to really call anything. There are fouls, but, they're easily kind of detected by the players or teams themselves. So it is more of a self-ref team. Really, the only major pause that you have is either at halftime or in between goals, which is common. Staying in there is number 88 for Pennsbury West, as they're on their side of the midfield, driving down towards the pylons. They pass back to number 6. Again, if the disc does hit the ground or is intercepted, it does go the other way, of course, for Holy Ghost. Now they take a nice pass there in the middle. It's kept alive there. It's almost intercepted by a Firebird. Now Pennsbury picks it up, tosses it down low. There's number 88 for Pennsbury. Now they look across the field. They're being guarded. Medro there was on defense, and it goes over the head of a Pennsbury player. Good job by the Firebirds to get in there and break that pass up. And the Firebirds pick it up, looking to tie this game. They have it pretty much at midfield, as the Firebirds trying to get the equalizer. Here for Holy Ghost. They pass behind to Medro. Medro with a high pass. It's picked up. Firebirds keep. Again in midfield. 3-2 lead for Pennsbury West. Firebirds now drive. Good defense there on the far side of the field. It's just a high pass, but it's picked up by Medro and handled. Medro now trying to make ground here. Firebirds have been stuck here at around midfield, trying to tire out the defense. Coach Koski's Firebirds, they pass now. Good pass, but it was dropped by number 15, Alexander Lutz. He had it there, tried to go with the one pass, kind of Odell Beckham style, and couldn't corral it in for the Firebirds. So Pennsbury West will pick it up. Pennsbury shoots downfield. Number 3 is there if he can catch it, and he will. And Pennsbury West takes a 4-0 4-2 lead over the Firebirds. With that goal, we'll take a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. We'll be right back for more. Firebirds did score a goal to get within one, but Pennsbury answers the call. We'll be right back. Welcome back here, the Fran Nick Memorial Field, Ultimate Frisbee, Holy Ghost Prep taking on the visiting Pennsbury West High School. 4-2 lead for Pennsbury. David Chpansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds on this Thursday afternoon, as Pennsbury will send it down the Firebirds' way. As a reminder, again, on Tuesday we should have the playoff game, Firebirds baseball taking on the visiting Lower Moreland. We should have that coverage for you. If not, we will have the athletic convocation. Is that what they're calling it, Matt? I believe ceremony. Okay, recognition night. But we'll see. We should have the playoff game, but we'll let you know here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel at some point. Firebirds with it here at midfield, trying to answer after Pennsbury was able to answer the scoring. Picked up there by Joe McCann. Firebirds now pushing it down towards number 19, that's Dragoni. Dragoni now passes, but it was a low pass, as that pass was actually passed by number 38 on the Firebirds. The pass tried to get to number 13, that's Michael Nipper, but it couldn't get to Nipper. So Pennsbury picks it up, 32. With it for Pennsbury in the black uniforms with the orange stripes across the chest. Pennsbury keeping it alive. Again, if the Frisbee does hit the ground, or if it is intercepted, or of course a score, it is turned over to the Holy Ghost Prep side of things. Number 6 with it for Pennsbury. Here in this 4-2 lead for Pennsbury West, Firebirds and Coach Krosky trying to get back into it, as there's a good play there, as it was pushed to the ground. Not quite intercepted. And now the Firebirds fight for it towards the end zone, and it's picked up. I believe number 18 on the Firebirds. Do not have all the names and numbers for the Firebirds either. It was the first rodeo trying to get used to everything, but the Firebirds do pick up a score, and they make it a 4-3 game. So Firebirds once again cut the deficit. We'll see if they can hold the lead here against Pennsbury. Not hold the lead, but try to continue to cut into that lead for Pennsbury. Last time Firebirds did score a goal, Pennsbury answered right back quickly after. But Coach Krosky and the Firebirds cut the deficit 2-1 here in this 4-3 game. What I will say about Ultimate Frisbee, again, that is interesting, I said at the end of that last time out, was it really is a fast-paced game. It's quick, it's moving. Again, it is self-reffed, so it's constantly really changing, I guess you could say, in terms of what is going on in the field. So it is interesting. If you like stuff that's fast-paced, it doesn't take a whole long either to get used to. I learned pretty much the basics about 10 minutes before this game, so if I could do it, I'm sure that many other people can get used to it too. So again, if this is your first time watching Ultimate Frisbee, it was mine. Welcome in here to the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. It is interesting, and of course if you're a parent or a player watching this after the game, it is for sure interesting. It's fun to watch. Again, sorry that I'm not so quick into it with the players and the teams. Well, not the teams, but the rosters in terms of the names. Trying to get used to it in terms of the Ultimate Frisbee rules and stuff too. So hey, it's the first rodeo, but next year, if we do continue coverage of Ultimate Frisbee, I'm sure I'll get used to it eventually. It is senior day though here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus, which is the main reason why we are streaming this game, celebrating the seniors. Again, we've had a lot of streaming recently, but Ultimate has been playing their entire spring season. And I believe they have a tournament this weekend where they'll be playing Frisbee against some of the top teams on the East Coast as well. Again, Ultimate Frisbee is mainly a California. It's a West Coast thing, according to Michael Nipper. But yeah, so it's for sure interesting to see it played. And on this hot afternoon, you would think you were in somewhat California. We're in the mid to upper 80s. Pennsbury with the disc here as they look for it on their side of midfield. Now they pass it. I believe that's number 41. Sorry, 48 for Pennsbury. They pass it downfield on a side pass. Back out for Pennsbury. They lead it 4-3. Do Pennsbury West High School. Firebirds trying to tighten up the defense here in this one. Trying to find the equalizer if they can stop Pennsbury here. That's the main goal. Pennsbury looking to see what to do next, and it's broken up there by Michael Nipper, who gets into it and slaps it down. Good play by Michael. So now the Firebirds trying to find the equalizer here and tie it up. Got some momentum on their side. They play good defense. So far. And now they go all the way downfield, and it's picked up there. Now the Firebirds go all the way downfield. Nipper racing towards the end zone, but can't get it. Nipper was in full speed, but Michael wasn't able to corral it. He was wide open, but the pass just was hard for him to get. The wind was really picking it up down there to hit off the lacrosse net. Down there, good try though by the Firebirds. Pennsbury will once again pick it up as they'll look to add to the lead. Firebirds going to look to continue to play very good defense. 4-3 lead for Pennsbury West High School. Here on this senior day, this hot Thursday afternoon. Once again, pretty good crowd. Some senior students that are in attendance, members of the student body, and some fans here as well for both sides. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube stream. This is the last regular season game of the season. We'll be showing you here on the YouTube channel. Again, Tuesday will be the playoff baseball game against Lower Moreland. Again, we should have that coverage for you. 99% probably sure. Pennsbury with it at midfield. Again, Pennsbury wearing uniforms. Most of the players have the orange pants with the black uniforms and the orange stripes. Good play there by the Firebirds. And now Firebirds drive, looking for the end zone if he stayed in, and he did. It's caught by number 47, Kyle Incognito, who will pick it up. I should have asked Kyle, the senior, a little bit more about how to pronounce his last name. Probably butchering it a little bit, but nonetheless, good play there by Kyle to be smart on defense and then stays in there on a nice pass. Stays in bounds just in front of the pylon and picks it up to find the equalizer and tie this game. It's now 4-4. Firebirds taking on Pennsbury West. Coming up on halftime in just a little bit. But we'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. We'll take a break and we'll come back here in this 4-4. It's a battle between Pennsbury West and the Firebirds. Welcome back here. David Shapansky with here, the voice of the Firebirds. Holy Ghost Prep taking on Pennsbury West High School here in this 4-4 game. Pennsbury led this game 3-1 and then eventually 4-2, and Firebirds have scored 2 unanswered scores. They're not called touchdowns. I will not make that mistake, but they scored twice in a row to tie this game up 4-4 here in this Ultimate Frisbee. First game of Ultimate Frisbee. We're streaming here on the YouTube channel. It is the last regular season game of any sport this entire school year, 2020-2021. The only game that is next on the schedule is the playoff baseball game on Tuesday against Lower Moreland at 4 o'clock. First pitch. Again, we should have that coverage for you. 99% sure If not, we will have the athletic night, but there will be something shown regardless. But again, hopefully it is baseball. We'll talk about that with Mr. Asani and Matt, who is with us working the camera. Again, shout out to Matt. I think Matt deserves a very good round of applause by everybody at home for working the camera and producing these streams throughout the entire regular season of all the sports of basketball, baseball, lacrosse. We didn't do any hockey technically, but Matt deserves a lot of credit. And I don't know if he'll accept it, but I'm going to give it to him. Dropping it there was Pennsbury. It goes right down into the ground on a pass that did not quite get towards the end zone. Firebirds will pick it back up. Matt and I debating about Wawa here in the background. Matt with a Wawa lemonade today. He brought up the point that he doesn't really like Wawa. You want to give me a reason why, Matt? You still have a reason for me? No. All right. Well, I don't know. I like Wawa personally, but he did give Wawa lemonade a 7 out of 10, which is pretty solid. So maybe his opinion is changing. Is it, Matt? All the way downfield, Firebirds trying to get to it. It was a high pass there, trying to be corralled by Alexander Lutz, but it was broken up by a Pennsbury defender as Lutz and the Pennsbury player does fall down both in the end zone. It is not a goal, though. Firebirds and Pennsbury still locked up 4-4. Pennsbury with it here. Coming up on halftime, we should be. I believe we're going to play to 6 or 7 to get to halftime. Firebirds pick it back up. I believe they do on the far side. Coach Krosky, Mr. Tom Krosky, coaches the varsity team here for Holy Ghost Prep here in Ultimate Frisbee. Back out to Michael Nipper. Nipper looks for an outlet and finds one close to midfield. Holy Ghost Prep takes a shot down the field. They're going to look towards the end zone. They do not pass it as they'll slow things down here. Do the Firebirds. Firebirds still keeping it, trying to get the leading go-ahead goal. It's a shot taken towards Nipper. Nipper is able to keep it and pick it up. They toss towards the end zone, and it's a score by Mr. Braunstein. So Zach Braunstein gives the Firebirds the 5-4 lead. Firebirds did a really good job there. Michael Nipper there to keep that pass alive. Firebirds did a really good job just overall to handle the disc well, to not let it hit the ground and not turn it over. And the Firebirds were able to keep the disc and eventually put it in the end zone with Zach Braunstein getting the goal for the Firebirds as they lead 5-4 over Pennsbury. So 3 unanswered scores by Holy Ghost Prep. That's what you like to hear. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream. Also, the live chat is on. And I believe that is a signal to take a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. And we'll be right back. Firebirds have come back to kind of complete the short comeback and take the lead 5-4 over Pennsbury West High School. Welcome back here. Firebirds taking on Pennsbury. Firebirds have scored 3 times unanswered here by Pennsbury as they have a 5-4 lead. Pennsbury takes a shot downfield and good job to get in there and break it up. It's Mr. Dragoni for the Firebirds breaking it up. Holy Ghost taking it away as Evan Medro has it for Holy Ghost Senior. Evan looks around trying to find Firebird to toss to. They go towards the middle, and it was kept alive, falling to the ground there was number 44 for the Firebirds, and they'll keep. What a save there to not let that disc hit the ground. Eventually it did hit the ground as the pass got below the legs of Joe McCann. So Pennsbury will pick it up. 5-4 lead for the Firebirds here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Firebirds trying to beat Pennsbury West here. Firebirds Ultimate Frisbee, again, really only play 2 teams, Pennsbury West and the other team being Haverford. Pennsbury takes a shot towards the middle. They go downfield, and it's brought up and intercepted. And number 18 for the Firebirds. Now they take a shot. Way open downfield to the Firebirds. If it caught, it should be in the end zone, but it was picked apart there as Jonathan Pinkstone was running towards the end zone, but 2 Pennsbury black and orange jerseys were there to swat the Frisbee down. And it remains a 5-4 game. Good idea there, thinking to go long, but the Firebirds couldn't corral it. So Pennsbury keeps it. Well, now I should say take it over. Should have said there, but it was dropped by Pennsbury there, number 3. So Firebirds will keep as Evan Medro looks for an outlet here. Medro, service situation, good defense by Pennsbury. They go downfield. As right there is Lucas Guinan. Guinan takes a shot trying to find the end zone, but it was recognized there by a Pennsbury defender. So now Pennsbury once again will pick it up. We're kind of in an offensive slowdown, I guess you could say. Trying to get to halftime here. Again, either 6 or 7, the first team to get that score, we will stop at halftime. Right now it is a 5-4 lead for the Firebirds. So coming up on halftime here soon. Firebirds playing good defense here. Pennsbury keeping that one alive. We'll see if they decide to go long. Pennsbury holding it just in midfield. They toss it back. They now kind of just on their side of the field, but close to midfield. Here, Pennsbury keeping it alive. They're on the far side, close to Coach Krosky and the Firebirds sidelines. Number 43 on Pennsbury, pass it. Again, I do not have the names of the Pennsbury players. I did not get a roster for Pennsbury. Pennsbury West, number 35. With it, they take a high pass, and it goes over the head. I believe that might be Joe McCann. Firebirds playing good defense here. Number 43 for Pennsbury keeps it alive, but did fall to the ground. Again, the disc has to hit the ground. It doesn't matter what the player does. The disc has to hit the ground in order for it to be turned over. Pennsbury kind of tiring out the Firebirds defense a little bit here, as number 35 has it for Pennsbury. They now take a shot to get into their offensive zone. Number 43 is there to pick it up for Pennsbury. They look again to probably go deep here. Pennsbury still keeping it at midfield. 5-4 lead for the Firebirds here on this Thursday afternoon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Number 3 now there for Pennsbury. And it was shortly broken up there, but Pennsbury does keep it. Firebirds fighting for it in the end zone. Number 43, though, for Pennsbury is there and able to pick it up and take it in, as Firebirds couldn't exactly catch up to him. It was wide open in the end zone. It was just a matter of fact as if the wind would blow it, and it's now a 5-5 game. We'll take a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Firebirds and Pennsbury West locked up in a 5-5 game here on this beautiful, sunny, summer-like Thursday afternoon. Stay tuned for much more action. Welcome back here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. Firebirds taking on the visiting Pennsbury West High School. Again, this is my maiden voyage. First game I've ever watched, and I'm commentating it here of Ultimate Frisbee. It is interesting. It is a self-refed game. 5-5 game, Pennsbury West and Holy Ghost Prep. David Schmansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream. This is the last regular season game of any kind of the entire 2020-2021 school year. The next game on the schedule is Tuesday. We should have the coverage for you. It's a varsity baseball playoff game against Lower Moreland. First pitch is 4 o'clock. That's on Tuesday the 25th. I think it's the 25th. As the Firebirds right now once again going to have possession of the disc here after Pennsbury just tied the game up. Firebirds with it, now driving. It's Michael Nipper there for Holy Ghost. Nipper pushes it forward for the Firebirds. They go downfield. Number 22 in the home whites for Holy Ghost. 5-5 game. Firebirds looking for an outlet, coached by Mr. Krosky. Firebirds looking to go end zone here. They pass back and keep it alive. Firebirds again looking to go downfield. They keep it here as they fight for it. Back out. Firebirds again trying to score here on Pennsbury's defense, which has been solid for the most part this afternoon. Now the Firebirds are able to get it downfield. They take a shot right into the end zone, and the Firebirds reclaim the lead as they now score and go ahead 6-5. Not quite sure that was in the end zone. The jersey was turned around from me, but nonetheless, the Firebirds have a 6-5 lead. We're not quite sure if that is halftime. That may be, though. Again, there is no play clock in Ultimate Frisbee. It is just scores. Not quite sure, but I do think that things will continue here past this, so I don't think this is technically halftime, so we must be playing to 7 here for halftime. Firebirds have a 6-5 lead over Pennsbury West. Good pass there by Alexander Lutz, who gets the assist again. I'm just not quite sure who was in the end zone there for Holy Ghost Prep to give them a score to put them back in front, 6-5. Here on this beautiful, hardly any cloud in the sky, Thursday afternoon, pretty much about to end the school year here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. It's been an amazing time this season with athletically and academically. So many fun events that we had on campus, from sporting events to Holy Ghost Day and raising money for the school, to guitar nights, highlighting the musical talents that our students have here at Holy Ghost Prep, our fellow peers, and it's just been an amazing overall year of things, dealing with the adversity of COVID and just dealing with the adversity of the crazy year that 2020 and even 2021 has been so far. So it's been super exciting to have the people at home that, if you cannot make it to these games, join us here and support the Firebirds from all sports: basketball, baseball, lacrosse, hockey, Ultimate Frisbee, just some of the sports that we covered here on the channel. And it's really just been an amazing season. Again, this is the last regular season game that we'll have coverage for you here on the YouTube channel. We should have playoff baseball for you on Tuesday against Lower Moreland, as it's the first round of the district playoffs. On Tuesday, first pitch is scheduled, I believe, for 4 o'clock. This is the first Ultimate Frisbee game that I've watched, as Pennsbury tried to get a pass there, but it was dropped and hit the ground. Still trying to get used to it here on my maiden voyage of things. It's been very interesting. It's a self-ref sport. Firebirds, one of the best teams in the States. Ultimate Frisbee is mainly a West Coast sport, but not too many teams play it here, especially in Pennsylvania. Pennsbury and the other school being Haverford, being the only really two main opponents of the Firebirds. But it's very interesting. You know, it's a sport against self-reft, and you cannot move with the disc. You have to throw it. And it's pretty fun to watch players kind of swat the Frisbee down. Firebird's going to take a shot towards the end zone. It's a pass. If it stays in, it's a goal, or I should say a score. And did he stay in? And I think he did. I'm not quite sure. There'll be a score, some controversy behind it. Again, with a self-ref sport, it's a little bit difficult to tell, but I believe it will be a score for the Firebirds. We'll see, though, but it doesn't appear because there was no time between goals. So I believe it is still a 6-5 game. I don't think they added any score there. Matt, who's keeping score of our scoreboard here on the stream. Yeah, I know. Firebirds with the disc as they picked it up after Pennsbury tried to pass it into the ground, and the Firebirds tried to get a shot there in the zone, or in the end zone, I should say, but the wind kind of blew it and it fell to the ground somewhat quickly. So Pennsbury will take it back here. It's a 6-5 lead here for Holy Ghost. Pennsbury will keep the disc, will keep the Frisbee, and then it goes into the ground. So the Firebirds will pick it up close to midfield. Again, I am pretty confident that that was not scored. A goal by the official scorer's table down there on the sideline. I'm pretty sure that it will not be a score. Firebirds taking a shot towards the end zone. Number 18 has it for Holy Ghost. And they go in the end zone, and it's picked up. I believe that was either by Joe McCann or Data. But nonetheless, the Firebirds here on Senior Day have taken a 7-5 lead over the visiting Pennsbury West High School. We'll see if that prompts a halftime here at the Fran Nick Memorial Field. I believe it should. We will see, though, and yes, I'm pretty sure it will. But we'll let you know if halftime is coming up next. Firebirds have a 7-5 lead. Good play in the end zone there. The Firebirds take over on the turnover there by Pennsbury. Firebirds lead 7-5. I'm David Chmansky, and I'll have more action for you right here on the HolyGhostPrep YouTube channel when we come back. Welcome back here. It is not halftime, but the Firebirds do have a 7-5 lead, so we'll keep it going. Here is Pennsbury. We'll pick it up. Still get started with the offensive swing of things. Firebirds and Pennsbury will tied at 1 point, 5-5. Firebirds have scored back-to-back unanswered. Lee, if that is a phrase that I could use. Really is a beautiful Thursday afternoon here on campus. We're in the mid-80s. It's fairly humid, but the sun is shining. Spectators trying to find a spot in the shade. Many of them have came behind the hill, closer on the side of the trees and the bushes behind our little broadcast table booth to get the shade, and you can't really blame them. As Pennsbury has the disc here, it is a hot one. Matt, my producer, and I are both kind of in the sun here, but the breeze picking up just a little bit here, so it is nicer to see. Dan Beerhalter out there for the Firebirds. Playing defense, Pennsbury has the disc, but the Firebirds will take it over here. I'm pretty sure that was a penalty or a foul. Again, this is my first time ever watching Ultimate Frisbee, let alone calling it. So any feedback, if the live chat is going, or any rules that you want to let me know, I'm all for it. Trying to learn more about Ultimate Frisbee. Number 7, Evan Medro has it for the Firebirds here on the senior day. Had some festivities before, where as always here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus, seniors line up, get a picture with their parents, and Coach Conlon, the Firebirds, take a shot in the end zone, and it's a score for the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. A beautiful pass in the pylons, and the Firebirds take an 8-5 lead over Pennsbury West. 3 unanswered scores now for Holy Ghost. Looks like there's a little bit of controversy maybe here about the goal, if it stayed in, or maybe it's controversy about whether or not it should be halftime by now. We'll have to wait and see, though. The teams are both kind of off of their sidelines and are now kind of approaching each other. Maybe they're either talking about the goal scored there or whatever happened there. So how we'll tell if this is a goal is if they keep it or not. So yeah, they keep play going. So this will not be a goal here as they take it back. Firebirds, though, do get it in the end zone nonetheless. So the Firebirds do score again with the jersey kind of pointed the other way. It was hard to see, but the Firebirds. So the first goal was taken away, so it went back to 7-5, but now it is 8-5. As the first goal did not count, must have went out of bounds. But the Firebirds did keep it. There was some weird controversy going on there, but I'm pretty sure it is an 8-5 game. Again, with there being no scoreboard and no ref, it is difficult to tell. But the Firebirds do have an 8-5 lead. I'm 99% sure, just like I'm 99% sure that we'll be streaming the baseball game on Tuesday against Lower Moreland, a playoff game. District 1, it's the first round of the playoffs. Lower Moreland, a big rival of the Firebirds. It should be interesting to see how that game goes down. And like I said, we should have the coverage for you. First pitch at 4 o'clock. We're going to take another break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel as the Firebirds lead Pennsbury West by a score of 8-5. I'm not quite sure if it is halftime. I'm a rookie, but when it comes to Ultimate Frisbee, but we'll see if it is halftime or not when we come back. Right here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome back here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. Firebirds leading Pennsbury by a score of 8-5. Here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. Again, just want to clear up, we're 99% sure that we're going to do the Tuesday playoff baseball game. And Firebirds are able to not break it up as Pennsbury scores to make it an 8-6 game. So it's now 8-6 as the Firebirds.
The score there says 9-5.
Does it say 9-5? Okay, so the
Maybe it does say 8.
Not quite sure. There is some controversy down there in terms of
No, it does still say.
the gold score. Okay, so it is still 8-5. I believe. So I believe there was no goal there. Here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus, the Fran Nick Memorial Field, David Shapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. We'll see if they'll change it here. It was 8-5. We'll see. Is there a change? Matt, the producer, running down there. Let's see if he can get a spot of it. Still say 8-5, Matt?
Maybe. Hold on.
This is my maiden voyage of Ultimate Frisbee, so I'm still trying to learn all the parts about it. And as Matt figures that out, we're going to take a short pause here as we'll wait for the teams to get set up. Welcome back here again. I believe still the score is 8-5. There was some goal controversy there. Pennsbury, though, with the disc. 8-5 lead, I'm pretty sure, for the Firebirds. Number 41 with it in the black jersey with the orange stripes for Pennsbury West. So number 3, he's been one of their best players out there so far for Pennsbury. Pass it towards midfield. Number 48 is there for Pennsbury West. Good defense by the Firebirds. Now number 6 has it for Pennsbury. Number 6 downfield. It was not able to keep it alive there. Was Pennsbury number 3 as he kind of ran into the sidelines. Again, I do not have a roster for Pennsbury, so that's why I'm not sure to know their names. But Holy Ghost Prep, I believe, will take it over. The Frisbee. Pennsbury will keep here. Apparently, I guess one of the players was kind of technically in lines there. Pennsbury, number 6, with it. Takes a shot. Nice pass there to number 3, who keeps it alive for Pennsbury West. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream. Number 3 passes off to number 41, who's also been active in this one. Getting closer towards the pylon. Number 6 tries to dish it off, but it's intercepted there by Jonathan Pinkstone. And the Firebirds will take it over. Holy Ghost Prep now going downfield. Looking for an outlet. Holy Ghost now goes behind. Midfield now on their own side of the field. Holy Ghost keeps it alive. One hand catch there. Firebirds right now. Disc is in the hands of number 18. Now get it closer towards Braunstein. Braunstein now back with it. He already has at least one score today for Holy Ghost. They tried to get the pass off towards midfield to Braunstein, but it was kind of tipped by number 6 there, who, nice job on defense there for number 6 to kind of block that pass up. To keep it an 8-5 game, they take a shot towards the end zone, and Pennsbury can't hang on to it. No goal. It was in the catch possibility. So in the catch range, but the wind just kind of kept on blowing it and blowing it farther down, deeper in the end zone, and couldn't exactly corral it. Was Pennsbury number 3. Firebirds keep it here. Alexander Lutz out there for Holy Ghost Prep. Firebirds now rushing it, number 18. Firebirds take a shot all the way down the field. It's number 14, and it is caught. Firebirds score, and they will take a 9-5 lead. So Holy Ghost with a beautiful pass downfield, wide open into the end zone, and the Firebirds now extend their lead over Pennsbury West High School. We'll take a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. And apparently the other one was a goal, so it is 10-5 Holy Ghost Prep. We'll be right back. The one controversial goal must have still scored. It did remain a score, so it's 10-5. We'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Hey, we're all rookies. Me and Matt, we're still trying to get used to Ultimate Frisbee. We'll be right back here on the YouTube channel. Stay tuned. As the Firebirds throw the Frisbee downfield in the wind to a Pennsbury player who's there to pick it up. Number 98 with it for Pennsbury, closer towards midfield, and it was tipped by number 64, who couldn't corral it in and keep it in Pennsbury possession. So Firebirds will take over. Close towards the end zone. Firebirds did try to get a pass in the end zone to score, but Pennsbury was there to break it up. It's a 10-5 lead for Holy Ghost Prep here on Senior Day. Congratulations once again to all the seniors. There's a low pass, and Pennsbury couldn't corral it. Number 42 did dive, but couldn't exactly pick it up. Firebirds now going to take it over. So both teams kind of being sloppy with the Frisbee here over the last minute or two. Number 19, Dragoni with it for Holy Ghost. Trying to make a pass now. Braunstein with it, number 17. In the home white jerseys. Braunstein goes towards the end zone, and it couldn't be picked up there. It was good effort there, I believe, by number 37, Joe McCann. Now Pennsbury with it starting at far deep side in their defensive zone. 10-5 lead. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. 10-5 lead for the Firebirds. David Chpansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds on this beautiful Thursday sunny afternoon. Again, we're pretty sure that the next game will be on Tuesday against Lower Merion. It's the first round of the district playoffs for the baseball team. Another side note is this is the last regular season game of the season, the 2020-2021 school year. Sports season. Pennsbury may be looking to go deep here as they trail by 5. Number 64 with it in the black away jerseys for Pennsbury with the orange stripes. They get closer towards the pylons as now number 41 has it. 41 fakes around, now looks, take a shot downfield, as Pennsbury looking for an outlet here as they may go downfield. Pennsbury close with it somewhat towards the pylons. Number 42 has it for Pennsbury West High School. Not north, not east, not south, but west. 10-5 lead for Coach Crossey's Firebirds, and it's broken up there. Good defense by the Firebirds as Braunstein is there to break it up. Firebirds now once again going to take over as they rush down towards midfield. Braunstein has been active recently, and Braunstein with the disc, with the Frisbee here. Braunstein with kind of a risky pass that the wind kind of took a hold of, but Holy Ghost lives to tell about it, and to take a pass there closer to midfield, try to keep the momentum going, but it was a low pass, and the wind kind of brought that Frisbee sinking. So Pennsbury will pick it up at midfield. As this is the last regular season game of the sports season, I want to give a big thank you to Coach Conlon, our athletic director, as Pennsbury takes a shot towards the end zone. It was caught by number 41. Was it a score? And it was not, as Coach Krosky kind of shows that it was out of bounds. Again, this is a sport that is self-reffed, is ultimate Frisbee. I want to give a shout out to our athletic director, Coach Conlon, who's been great helping me out with rosters and helping me and Matt out with times and schedules, keeping us up to date, like with the Tuesday playoff game against Lower Moreland. And this game here and all of the games we've done for basketball, hockey, lacrosse. I know I'm forgetting a sport somewhere. Baseball, I think I already said that, and ultimate Frisbee now as well. Also want to give a thank you to all the students in our student body, and to all the parents and family members and friends that have watched us to take a shot downfield to the Firebirds. Number 44 is there for Holy Ghost Prep to pick it up in the pylons as they'll score, and they now make it an 11-5 game. Do Holy Ghost. So something interesting again, I just wanted to say thank you again to all the parents, to all the guardians, to all the friends and family members who have watched and supported the stream with all the students. It's been an amazing time. We've gained like 500 subscribers. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream. We're still trying to get to 630 subscribers. And it's been fun. We have had some technical difficulties and some ups and downs throughout the year, but we've dealt with the adversity through COVID, and we hope that we have provided a great thing for you to be able to watch these sports games, and it will continue next school year as well. So we'll take a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. There's a major thank you as we wrap up the regular season schedule. With the only game that is on the schedule left is that game on Tuesday. It's a playoff baseball game, but we'll take a break here. Again, thank you to everyone at home. You guys are the real stars at home, and we appreciate you so much. We'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The live chat is also active for this one. Firebirds cruising over Pennsbury West 11-5. Welcome back here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. Firebirds lead 11-5 over Pennsbury West. We have a special guest, JV player sophomore AJ Olzak. AJ, want to talk about the JV game? Firebirds did win that game as well, and just talk about kind of the ultimate Frisbee program in general a little bit.
Yeah, so the JV game went really well. We were off to a good start. It got a little rough. We were down by 3 points. We came back to win. We played really well. We switched up our zone defense. Nick Barone actually got us to start playing a cup defense, and it worked really well. Our Ultimate Frisbee program, I have to say, it's one of the better ones out of a lot of the schools that play Ultimate Frisbee. It's very structured. Our great coach, Mr. Krosky, no one better, in my opinion. And I'm really looking forward to the last few games of the season as we wrap things up.
Yeah, so do you know, so I mean, we've talked about it. Ultimate Frisbee is mainly a West Coast sport. Like, that's where it like originates, I'm assuming. So the two teams that you guys play a lot are Pennsbury and Haverford, I believe. So, I mean, how is it to play as Firebirds score there in the end zone to take a 12-5 lead? But, you know, how does that kind of, in terms of competitiveness, playing two teams, is there like added competitiveness because you've played each other so much? Or, you know, talk a little bit about, because there's not too many schools on the East Coast that have a Ultimate Frisbee program.
I think, to answer that question, I think it is a little intimidating because you need to keep up and make sure that you're the top dog out of everyone. Because there's so few teams, you don't want to be known as one of the worst teams. When you're constantly replaying a team, you get to know how they play a little bit, figure out new tricks, develop your game for that playing type, and doing it over with teams like Pennsbury, it really ramps up the competition because once you lose, you don't want to lose again.
Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. The last question is what kind of got you interested in Ultimate Frisbee? Because I'm sure it's not a grade school thing. At least my grade school didn't have it, my elementary school.
So freshman year, I kind of wanted something to do in the spring. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I liked having Frisbee catches with my friends, so I figured, hey, why not? I'll go out, try it. COVID cut it short, so I thought I'd come back sophomore year to finish what I started.
Well, I appreciate it, AJ. Thanks so much. Firebirds did score again there to make it 13-5. We'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome back here as Firebirds lead 12-5 against Pennsbury. Thank you to AJ and Frank, who are now walking away from me. Adios. Appreciate it, guys. Not yet. All right, Pennsbury with the Frisbee here. We were talking about those jerseys earlier. They kind of look like jail uniforms for Pennsbury. Somebody said that. So I didn't know, it was wearing my words, but somebody said that with the orange pants and the black jersey with the stripes of orange, they're a very weird color to have as jerseys. I must say so. I don't know if that's their school colors or not, though. I think orange is their school colors, though. I think like orange is a school color. Holy Ghost keeps it alive at midfield from hitting the ground. Firebirds trying to score again. They've scored, I believe, 5 unanswered. Actually make that 6 as they now lead 12 as Pennsbury there to break it up. Firebirds trying to get it closer towards the end zone, but they failed to do so. Pennsbury will now take control of the Frisbee. Good crowd, though. Very good crowd for senior day. Once again, in midfield, I believe we've had like a steady diet of 25, 30 people watching us, which is pretty good. Basketball was a lot of people enjoyed basketball. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube stream. This is the last regular season game that we'll have coverage for you here on the YouTube channel to wrap up the 2020-2021 school year. The next game that we should have for you on the schedule is Tuesday. It's a varsity playoff baseball game, and that will be against Lower Moreland. First pitch is scheduled for 4 o'clock. We are 99% sure that we'll have that for you here on the YouTube channel. Pennsbury tried to get it closer towards the end zone, but the wind kind of blew that right into the ground. Number 12 tried to save it, but it did hit the grass nonetheless. Evan Medro with it for the Firebirds. Passing it up to Evan again. Evan takes a shot looking for Beerhalter in the end zone, and Dan is able to pick it up for HolyGhostPrep, and he'll take the score. Assist by Medro, the goal scored by Beerhalter, and it's now a 13-5 lead for the Firebirds. So with that score, we'll take another break here on the HolyGhostPrep YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, this senior day. Firebirds cruising over Pennsbury West. It's 13-5. Welcome back here. David Shabansky with you here. Pennsbury with it here on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Ultimate Frisbee. HolyGhostPrep Firebirds taking on Pennsbury West High School. Firebirds lead Pennsbury 13-5. Pennsbury takes a shot. Number 3 is there towards the end zone, and it was picked away. They're not quite sure who that was. Was that Michael Nipper? Was that Nipper? It was Nipper. Braunstein with it for Holy Ghost. Braunstein takes a shot towards midfield. It is kept in, I should say, by a Firebird. Can't see the number from our advantage point here. There are like so many discs flying around in the back. Well, that other disc flying around in the background makes me think that that's the game. Firebirds still keep it, making their way up to midfield. They take a shot towards the end zone, but it was intercepted by Pennsbury. Player, I should say. Again, Pennsbury did not give me their roster with names, so I'm not quite sure in terms of names. Pennsbury does have a player deep down there if they wanted to take a shot, but they decided not to. Holy Ghost leading Pennsbury 13-5. We played a 15. Pennsbury taking a shot number 43 downfield, and it does kind of stay in it. It was an acrobatic play, but it is not hauled in by Pennsbury. It stays 13-5 as Holy Ghost Prep will take over control of the Frisbee. Michael Nipper has it for the Firebirds. Nipper going to work here against the defense number 3 for Pennsbury. Nipper tried to get it. I believe that's not Medra. There was somebody else there on the far side, but it was a low pass as kind of sunk. And that was number 14 who Nipper tried to get it to. Oh, it's not Alexander Lutz. I thought it was, but Lutz is on the sideline, I believe. Here on the senior day, celebrating all the seniors here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus for the Ultimate Frisbee team. It was fun to see the festivities before the game. You should have been able to hear at least 95% of the festivities. We tried to start on time. Here, Matt doing a good job with that again. Last regular season game that we'll have covered for you here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. The next game will be on Tuesday. That's a playoff game against Lower Moreland. We should have the game for you if you'd like to check that out. It is a playoff game. It is the district round 1. Lower Moreland is a competitor, a pretty good rival of the Firebirds baseball team, so it should be interesting to see how that one goes down. I know that there was a little bit of talk around it as the schedule kind of came out today for the districts. I was trying to make a play there. Was Jonathan Pinkstone. Did fall. Thank you, Frank. Still 13-5. Not a lot of scoring here in the past minute or two. So Frank and AJ said that you can go to 2 hours, right? That's like the max limit. And I'm assuming so the scorers table is what is controlling the, as Pennsbury takes a shot in the end zone. The wind's really blowing this one, but it was hauled in by number 3. Did he stay in bounds? I think he did. No contest. What's the word I'm trying to get out there? There was no objection, I should say, by Coach Krosky and the Firebirds. Now 13-6. Firebirds still with a nice 7-score advantage over Pennsbury West High School. So the scorers table, they control the scores. They're like somebody who watches it like is a neutral player or neutral spectator, I should say, or is it just like a bunch of people down there? Because it looks like there's just kind of people just standing here at table. So it's Pennsbury scores. We'll take a break here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. It's 13-6. Firebirds just need 2 more to win this senior day game. Stay tuned for more here on the YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. The live chat is also active to support the Firebirds in chat. We'll be right back here on the YouTube channel. as Holy Ghost, who threw that? Did the Firebirds throw that? Welcome back here on the YouTube channel. It's a fight for it towards the end zone. It was broken up there as the Firebirds did take that pass downfield to try to score it there. 44 for the Firebirds. They're throwing it downfield. It's 13-6. Here, David Chapansky with you here, the voice of the Firebirds. Last regular season game that we'll have for you here covered here on the YouTube channel. Again, thank you to Mr. Conlon, Coach Conlon, our athletic director, all the coaches that we worked with throughout this entire broadcast. Coach Olinsky with baseball, Coach Chapman, Mr. Helsley for basketball, and just so on. And you know, Mr. Krosky here, Coach Whartonby, Coach Tesler for lacrosse. It's just really been overall tremendous support from the student body and from everybody. We really do appreciate it. Frank, get me in trouble with the echo there. No, I'm kidding. You're good. Firebirds, I believe, with the Frisbee here in this 13-6 lead. Again, the student body, the parents, the guardians, the friends have been just so tremendous with the feedback that we've gotten. Again, we're hoping that we should have that game for you on Tuesday. We will have Saturday Mass for you with Father Dan. Firebirds score. Good pass there towards the end zone. Not quite sure who did pick that up in the end zone for the Firebirds. Was it Joe McCann, 17? I believe it was Joe McCann, as it's now a 14-6 game. Again, still getting used to it. This is my maiden voyage for Ultimate Frisbee. Pennsbury did not give me a roster. Holy Ghost did not give me a whole roster with all their numbers, so I'm trying to go off of what Coach Conlon did give me. We'll be right back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. It's a 14-6 lead for the Firebirds. One more to end this one. Welcome back here to the Fran Nick Memorial Field. David Chapansky with you here, wrapping up this regular sports season of the 2020-2021 Firebirds athletic season here with some Ultimate Frisbee. Firebirds taking on the visiting Pennsbury West High School. Firebirds lead 14-6. It's been somewhat an easy game. Well, yeah, an easy game so far for the Firebirds. Pennsbury was in it early. Halftime was a very close game. Really, I believe it was at halftime something like 6-5 or 7-5, something like that. It was at 5-5 at one point. Pennsbury did have the lead early on in the game, 3-1, and then 4-2 eventually. But Firebirds have stormed back. Pennsbury with it here. Firebirds and Coach Krosky only need one more score to win this one against Pennsbury. 1st to 15. Thank you to AJ Olzak. Frank Zink, who's also joined us here on the broadcast. Frank didn't want to say anything, but I appreciate you, Frank. Pennsbury taking a pass downfield. It was picked up. And Pennsbury still rolling in the end zone. Firebirds doing a good job to try to break it up. But Pennsbury with an amazing play there. Not quite sure. I can't see the number again. I don't have the names because Pennsbury did not give me a roster. But that was a really good play. I know that Pennsbury is down by a lot, but that was just all the momentum driving downfield as Pennsbury cuts the lead to 7 for Holy Ghost. It's now 14-7. It's kind of like a football score. I guess it is similar to football, I guess. So that makes sense. Except you don't get 7 for each point. Firebirds still only needing 1, and they'll try to do it in this drive. Again, thank you to everyone who has joined us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate all the viewership. Again, Tuesday should be a baseball game. Well, there will be, but we're 99% sure that we'll be streaming it here. We're just going to double check. And again, it is district playoffs. It's the first round of the playoffs for the Firebirds, who did win yesterday against Council Rock South. Due to unfortunate circumstances, we could not stream that game, but I can tell you the Firebirds did win 7-5, so they're going to the playoffs. The lacrosse team yesterday with Coach Tessler, Coach Whartonby, they did lose their game against Bishop Shanahan. I always get it wrong. Bishop Shanahan. Firebirds did lose that game, I believe 7-2, I believe is the final score in that one. You can check on their Twitter page. Congratulations on a fun season to the Firebirds lacrosse team. It didn't end the way that they wanted to. They didn't, they weren't the highest seed that they wanted to be, but it was a fun season. My first one covering lacrosse. The JV baseball team, I was talking to Tyler earlier. He wanted me to give him a shout out. They just ended their season as well, their regular season, and I don't think they're made playoffs, even if there is a playoffs for JV in terms of JV baseball. So yeah, really the only sport still kicking after Ultimate Frisbee today, and I believe Ultimate Frisbee still has a couple more games left, but they won't be home, or they just won't be covered here on the YouTube channel. But the only other game is that baseball game on Tuesday, and we'll see how far they progress. Again, they have reached the playoffs with a, I believe, 10-7 record. They'll be playing Lower Moreland, a big rival, on Tuesday. Again, we're pretty sure we'll have coverage for you on that one. We'll keep you updated here. As Evan Medro has it for the Firebirds, trying to end this game. Firebirds only need one more. They go downfield. I believe that's not Nipper, is it? I'm not quite sure. No, he has the hat on. A couple players do. Firebirds, shot in the end zone, and it's over. The Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds defeat the visiting Pennsbury West High School by a final score of 15-7. We'll be right back here on the YouTube channel. Stay tuned. We'll quickly wrap it up. So Lower Moreland is a rival because in the new district playoffs, Lower Moreland is technically, well, they're not the higher seed than Ghost. Ghost is the higher seed, that's why it's home. But in terms of playoffs and in terms of baseball history with the new district they're in, because they changed this year, Lower Moreland is a rival. It's just because of the new district. It's not because they're close. It's kind of like how, like the Firebird, like we have kind of a rivalry with St. Joe's, even though we're not close to St. Joe's. It's just because it's two prep school. Like there's different reasons we have rivalries. Like Pennsbury, Varsity for different sports. It's kind of based off of different sports in the districts that they're in since we just changed it. Well, previously we did. Welcome back here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Firebirds defeat Pennsbury West High School here in Ultimate Frisbee by a final score of 15-7. It was a great game today. Firebirds and Coach Krosky played a hard-fought game against Pennsbury West, kept the foot on the gas pedal and kept it going. Firebirds win this one. It was a great senior day. Congratulations to all the seniors. And that's a wrap on the regular season of sports. Again, we should have the game on Tuesday. We'll keep you updated on that one. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel and the social media pages. We'll double check with everything, but we're 99% sure. In terms of the regular season, thank you to everyone. Thank you to Matt. Big claps to Matt at home. Everybody's putting their clap emojis. Matt at home. We really do appreciate all the work that you've done. Thank you all the positive feedback that we both gotten, that I've gotten from broadcasting the regular season games. We appreciate it so much. Again, the next game should be on Tuesday. The Firebirds, next game should be on the YouTube channel on Tuesday. The Firebirds, though, defeat Pennsbury West High School by a final score of 15-7. Thank you all to everyone. Stay safe. And for one last time, the voice of the Firebirds, David Shapansky, I'm signing off. Have a great night. Stay safe. And for the absolute one last time in the regular season, go Firebirds. Have a great night, everybody.